Sid.
Hi.
I do. I just I've recently read that you, I don't know if you still are, but you were a musician at one point.
Musician?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You played all music.
I started a rock and roll band when I was a senior in high school. And 1 year after we graduated from high school, we got signed to a record contract. Keen Records, who was the record company that was the company that Sam Cooke recorded for. Yeah, so it was good.
So sorry, do you mind if it's a two-parter?
What was that?
Do you mind if it's a two-parter question?
Okay.
Quick one.
What do you think about the song Free Bird before and after the film?
Well, see, okay. that song was meant for that film.
Yeah.
Okay. It was originally supposed to be Black Betty, all right? And Rob said, no, I want to change it to Free Bird. And the producer said, are you kidding? That's 7 minutes long. Okay, what are you going to do for 7 minutes? He said, that's up to me to decide what to do, okay? And so that's what we did. And I heard from several different people that there were some people in the audiences that actually cried at the end of that film because of the combination of what was going on and the lyrics in Free Bird. And nobody listens to that song the same way again anymore.
Thank you.
Okay, any more? One at the back there. Yeah.
So Rob Zombie comes up to you and he says, I've got an idea for a new film. We're going to start James Cutter from the beginning.
What was that? Sorry.
Rob Zombie comes to you and says, got an idea for a new film. We're going to do James Cutter from the very beginning. There's no budget. Are you still playing the part?
I didn't get that. What did he say?
He's talking about doing a new film with Rob Zombie from going back to the start of the character, but with no money and no resources. Would you be prepared to do it and work with Rob again?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We always have fun together. That's the thing. When you can have fun doing a film like that, you know, the companion disc to Devil's Rejects is called 30 Days in Hell. And the reason it's called 30 Days in Hell was because it took us 30 days to make the film, and at no point in time was it ever lower than 110 degrees out. Okay, so that's, you know, when you can have fun in that kind of environment, and it just makes you want to keep doing it. So I always have fun working with him, had fun in Halloween. As a matter of fact, if you notice, if you look at all of the publicity for Halloween that he did, I'm not in any of the photos. That's because the film had already been shot and they were having some screenings around the country and the survey cars were coming back amazing, and he asked the producers for some more money because he had an idea to shoot something else. And he called me and said, what are you doing Saturday? And I said, nothing. He goes, well, you are now, because I just wrote a part for you in Halloween. So that just got stuck in after the film was already done. So that's the kind of relationship that we have and the kind of fun that we have working together.
Okay, so if it's Rob saying let's you know, explore that House of Thousand Corpses universe again, if it's another Halloween movie, if it's anything, you're there.
Oh yeah. Same with El Super Beasto, his animated film.
Sure.
He called and said, you want to do you know, the voice? And I said, well, who else is going to do Captain Spaulding? Okay, I'll kick his ass.
And that's
I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention to over here, but somebody paid off the lighting director and all the light is over here. And
the advice definitely is, if you want to ask a question, sit this side. We can see you. Okay, any more? Let's see if we can get a hand from this side. Can we see? Oh, okay, yeah. One here, yeah.
I said, I was wondering, what was it like throwing Lana Wood out of the window in Diamonds Are Forever?
In Diamonds Are Forever. Sorry, I didn't catch all
What
the
was
questions.
it like throwing Lana Wood out of the window?
You got
How do you think it would be taking a topless woman, throwing her out the window? That's like throwing some really good stuff away, you know? And that's another one of those deals where, hi, I'm Lana, hi, I'm Sid, okay, let me grab your breasts and throw you out the window. You just get attracted to breasts somehow, I don't know. That was amazing. She was a lot of fun. We're still friends. Everything's good.
What was it like working with Sean Connery?
Sean Connery was the greatest guy. He was a big joker, okay? It was always so much fun to work with. He hated the wig, okay? And as soon as they would holler, you know, wrap for the day, he'd just tear it off and throw it in the air. And if there happened to be a hairdresser under it, okay, but if not, so what? I don't care. And he was just great to work with. A lot of fun.
Okay, any more questions? One just behind there, yeah.
Hi, Sid. Really fast. In the 60s, you made a film, Bloodbath, with Roger Corman.
Yeah, Bloodbath, Track of the
Bloodbath,
Vampire.
yeah.
Track of the Vampire. Why were there so many versions of that film? Because there's 4, I think.
Okay, Roger had a routine that he used to do. Every year he would tour Europe and go to all the different film labs and find films where the producers hadn't paid their bills, okay? And he would buy up these films that were just partially shot. And one year he went and he saw this film that had some great exterior shots, castles and beautiful countrysides and this, that, and the other thing. So he bought it up and he brought it back and he gave it to Jack Hill and he said, write a film around this, okay? So so that's the first version of the film, okay? Then Jack wrote his version of what that was all going to be like. And then Stephanie Rothman said to Roger Corman, you know, I've got an idea that could work in this film. And so she shot her portion of the film. And when the review came out, it actually said that this film looks like it was shot by 3 different people, okay? Which it was. But that's the way Roger worked, you know.
Yeah,
The most amazing man in show business, I'll tell you. He's made over 200 films. He's never lost a dime on a movie. I did a film for him called Wizards of the Lost Kingdom Part 2. There was no Part 1. His idea was that if Part 2 went well at the box office, we could make Part 1 cheaper and release it by popular demand.
A genius. And he's still working too.
Yes, he is still working.
Yeah. Okay, we've probably got time for just one more question from the audience before we wrap. So any more hands? One there, the guy in the cap there, yeah.
Hi, are there any of the directors of all your time working that you wish you could have worked with? You said you've worked with Quentin Tarantino, Rob Zombie. Is there anyone in particular that you'd have liked to work with that you haven't had the chance to?
Well, I haven't had the chance to yet. Yeah. I'd like to work with Scorsese, okay, because he also is a Corman College graduate, okay? And for some reason, I've never worked with Francis Ford Coppola, okay? And I'd like to work with him again.
You could play Francis.
I could, yeah. But he's busy making wine and spaghetti, so, you know.
If they ever do the making of The Godfather, you're a shoo-in as the director.
And now, here's an interesting side point for you. Apocalypse Now. Remember that film? Okay. The end of that film is actually the story plot for Jack Hill's student film at UCLA. Francis didn't know how to end the film, so he took what Jack's student film was and made that the end of the film.
And again, that's that Corman school coming in. Jack, Francis, all these guys had worked with Corman. Francis would have known him from there, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to wrap there. If any of you that are sticking around tomorrow, we'll be back with Sid for another.